So basically, I just type about what I'm doing at the moment or what I've seen that's interesting and just click send and away it goes.
Twitter user Alex Wood is combining an old British pastime with the latest British trend. He's tweeting while enjoying a pint in the local pub. Such easy accessibility is the reason why Brits like Alex Wood are so fond of the site.
I love Twitter because it keeps me in touch with people, but in a much more discreet way than other methods of communication. You know, some people write blogs, some people write an email, but it's just a very easy way. Just say I'm doing this, and then if that interests your friend, then they'll get back to you. You know, but they don't need to, specially actually click send to me individually. It goes to all their friends.
He's an early adopter of the site, but admits he only began using the site often this year. Media sociologist Brooke Van Dam says that Twitter's popularity in the UK recently gained momentum when newspapers and celebrities latched onto it.
People here are huge consumers of news. You have endless amounts of newspapers, really high quality broadcast stations, great online journalism happening, just part of the culture. I mean, The Sun and The Guardian and the News of the World, they're part of the national dialect. I mean, it's what people talk about, and you don't have that in the US. And because these media outlets are choosing to use Twitter, then you have a built-in audience, and you have big journalists deciding to use Twitter. You have big media names like Jonathan Ross and Stephen Fry and all these people using it, so you can then instantly have an audience because you have a voice, because people know you and they want to listen.
UK newspaper The Guardian is one of the pioneers for using Twitter in the media. Kevin Anderson, a technology editor for The Guardian, says the paper has attracted more readers thanks to Twitter.
Average people just on the web are now starting to use it almost as a filter for information. We're kind of putting our headlines or flagging up stories of ours that we like to our readers, and we're finding quite a bit of uptick. We've actually just in the last 2 or 3 months found that we get more referrals from Twitter for our technology stories than now through Google News.
Many people use the site both for information and communication. UK user Amanda Rose likes the site so much, she organized Twestival, a London-based festival where tweeters met up in person. The festival got so popular from its original Twitter conversations in London that it took place in 210 cities across the globe. Like Alex Wood, she says Twitter's success comes from its power of communication.
A lot of people join and they'll say, I don't get it. It is a communications tool. It's always going to be much easier to hear things first on Twitter. Earthquakes, things like that. A journalist necessarily can't compete with that because you're getting this from people on the ground who have a phone in their hand and can tweet about it.
But with a retention rate of only 40%, most of Twitter's users leave the site after only about a month of joining it. So, who in the UK is actually using the site as a way of getting information? I went to Oxford Circus and I didn't find too many fans of the site.
No, just don't use it.
No, I haven't really got time. I don't really see the point.
No, because I've already got enough of those Facebook, MySpace. That's enough.
I can't spend my entire life updating what I'm doing, otherwise I'd just be spending my time going, well, I'm writing a status update. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing.
With Twitter's growth rates hitting high levels, people like Brooke Van Dam are skeptical how social networking sites like these are going to fund themselves during their downward trend.
It's still yet to be seen whether it can be monetized. Who's going to support these platforms? And it's great that people can communicate with each other so quickly, but who's going to support that? If no one's willing to pay the money for it, it's going to be really interesting to see how that model continues.
But even though Twitter's popularity might be teetering off, the site's avid users like Amanda Rose can see the value in the site, and people like her could be the potential moneymaker for Twitter in the future.
I would pay for Twitter because it's so valuable and useful. It works like an SMS for me. I can tap into 50 of my friends instead of sending an email or an SMS to 50 different people separately.
Alex Wood also sees value in the site after he managed to get a free TV through Twitter.
Recently my TV broke. I didn't want to pay for a new one, and so I thought, what the hell, I'll tweet and I'll just say, anyone got a TV they don't want anymore? And within an hour I had 2 people, they sent me a message to say, yeah, I've got a TV in London, come and pick it up. I have now got a free TV.
So, until the microblogging site really shows a downward trend in the UK, avid users like Alex Wood will still be toasting the site that he says makes getting information and communication easier.
Cheers.
Sheena Rossiter, CBC News, London.